There are eating habits you think are harmless, but they can actually cause serious harm to your health, especially as you get older. Have you ever reheated leftovers without a second thought? The truth is, some foods, when reheated, can become a breeding ground for bacteria or even damage your digestive system. In this video, let's explore which foods you absolutely should never reheat and what you need to know to protect your long-term health. 1. Seafood. Shrimp, crab, fish, squid. Just don't reheat it if you're a senior, got leftover salmon from last night's dinner, or a few steamed shrimp sitting in the fridge that you hate to waste. Most people just toss it in the microwave and call it a day. But if you're over 60, this is one food you should never reheat. Why not? Seafood proteins are super sensitive to heat. When you cook them the first time, the proteins settle into a digestible form. But when you reheat, especially in the microwave, the structure breaks down and the fishy smell gets even stronger. The texture turns rubbery, dry, and hard to chew. It becomes harder to digest, leading to bloating and discomfort. Worse yet, seafood is high risk for bacterial growth if not handled properly. Listeria can grow in cooked seafood stored too long and lead to serious infections like blood poisoning or meningitis in older adults. Vibrio, found in oysters and clams, can cause severe diarrhea, salmonella, and E. coli. If seafood was contaminated before, reheating may not kill all the bacteria. And remember, microwaves heat unevenly. The outside may feel hot, but the inside could still be cold, making it a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. For older adults, this could mean nausea, vomiting, cramps, diarrhea within hours. In some cases, low-grade fever, dehydration, dizziness, even hospitalization. And even mild food poisoning can weaken your immune system and drain your energy for days. Safer solution? Cook only what you'll eat. If you must save leftovers, refrigerate for no more than 24 hours and eat them cold, like in a seafood salad or sushi. Avoid reheating seafood altogether, but if you have to, use a pan and heat it all the way through, though it's best not to risk it at all. 2. Leafy greens. Healthy when fresh, risky when reheated. Leafy greens like spinach, Swiss chard, amaranth, and mustard greens are fantastic for seniors. They're full of vitamin A, K, fiber, and antioxidants that support heart health and digestion. But if you're cooking a big batch and reheating it for the next meal, that's where things can go wrong. Why should you avoid reheating leafy greens? They contain high levels of nitrates, naturally occurring compounds in many veggies. When fresh or cooked once, they're fine. But when reheated, especially in the microwave or multiple times, nitrates can turn into nitrites and nitrosamines. Nitrosamines, linked to cancers of the stomach, esophagus, and colon nitrites, can interfere with oxygen in the blood, causing fatigue, dizziness, or shortness of breath. Especially risky for seniors with heart or circulation issues. Also, reheated greens lose texture and nutrients. They get mushy, dull in color, and lose vitamin C and folate, the very things older bodies need most. What could happen? Regularly eating reheated greens could lead to a slow buildup of harmful compounds in the body. Seniors with weakened liver or kidneys may struggle to flush out nitrites. Symptoms might include bloating, mild nausea, or unexplained fatigue, often mistaken as just normal aging. Safer solution? Cook only enough for one meal. If you have leftovers, don't reheat them. Instead, chill and repurpose them cold. Mix with rice, tuck into a sandwich, or make a cooked veggie salad. If you're eating raw or lightly steamed greens, keep them fresh for max benefit. 3. Boiled or fried eggs. Don't turn a superfood into a digestive burden. Eggs are one of the best, easiest foods for older adults. Boiled in the morning, fried with toast. They're packed with nutrition. But if you're reheating eggs from yesterday's breakfast, stop right there. Why is it risky? Egg proteins are sensitive to reheating. Once cooked, they're ready to be digested. But reheating, especially in a microwave, changes the protein structure, making eggs dry, rubbery, and hard to swallow. Harder to digest, especially for seniors with weaker stomachs, more likely to cause gas, bloating, or discomfort. Plus, there's the risk of bacteria. Cooked eggs left out too long, over 2 hours, or stored in the fridge more than 1 to 2 days can harbor salmonella. Microwaving may not heat evenly or hot enough to kill bacteria inside the yolk. For seniors, even small amounts of bacteria can cause diarrhea, fatigue, or infection. Fried eggs bring another concern. Repeated heating of cooking oils can create trans fats and aldehydes, which promote inflammation and heart disease. Reheating leftover fried eggs can stress the liver and raise bad cholesterol. A bad combo for those with heart or metabolic issues. The result? Nausea, upset stomach, diarrhea, loss of appetite, and prolonged digestive discomfort. In severe cases, fever, dehydration, dizziness, needing medical attention. Better alternative? Cook fresh eggs daily. Boil for 8 to 10 minutes or pan fry with minimal oil. If prepping in advance, boil and leave the shell on. Store up to 1 to 2 days. And eat cold, not reheated. Avoid microwaving eggs altogether. Uneven heating can even cause them to explode. 4. Mushrooms. The risk of food poisoning. When reheated mushrooms are a common ingredient in many dishes, but reheating them after they've been stored in the fridge can pose a food poisoning risk, especially for older adults or those with weakened immune systems. Why shouldn't you reheat mushrooms? Mushrooms contain a high amount of choline, which can convert into harmful substances like trimethylamine when reheated. These substances may cause digestive issues such as stomach pain, nausea, and diarrhea. Mushrooms also contain protein, and when stored or reheated improperly, the protein structure breaks down, leading to changes in texture and nutritional value. If mushrooms are left at room temperature for too long or not stored properly, bacteria like salmonella or E. coli can grow, increasing the risk of food poisoning. Reheating contaminated mushrooms can cause symptoms like stomach pain, vomiting, and diarrhea, which could require hospitalization. If reheating is necessary, ensure the mushrooms are heated to at least 70 degrees Celsius, 158 degrees Fahrenheit, to kill bacteria. However, it's safest to avoid reheating them when possible. Important tips. Cook just enough mushrooms for each meal and avoid keeping leftovers. Store any unused mushrooms in the fridge and eat them within 24 hours. For the best safety, consume mushrooms the same day and avoid reheating multiple times. Proper storage and handling will reduce the risk of foodborne illness. So, we've just explored which foods you should never reheat to protect your health. But don't go just yet. In the next video, I'll show you which foods you should reheat for better health, so you can make the most out of every meal. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Let's continue to take care of our health together.